What is up, sports fans and party people? This is episode 1 of Beeritual Enlightenment, where we, and hopefully you, gain enlightenment through the imbibing of beer and other adult beverages. So this is the Super Bowl 50 special edition. It's also the maiden voyage of Beeritual Enlightenment, so hope y'all hang in there. It was what it was. I have not listened back through all 25 minutes of what was recorded at the Super Bowl party, but it hopefully will be entertaining or interesting, or at least listenable. Had a couple buddies on, and everyone kind of put their 2 cents into the game beforehand. People broke in during the game and certainly after, so we got a little bit of that going on. But before I get into that night's festivities, this is Tuesday, February 9th, and I'm going to record a little bit of a preamble here, not a full big-ass podcast, but you still got Paulie Z on the mic here, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a NFL-themed show, just with some goings-on in the league, kind of around Super Bowl time, what transpired, my 2 cents on a few of the situations. Then we will get into what transpired on this here microphone on Sunday. So sit back and enjoy, folks. It's Beeritual Enlightenment. So Super Bowl 50 is in the books. Your champions are the Denver Broncos, defeating the Carolina Panthers 24-10 in what was roundly a very boring Super Bowl. It had its moments. It definitely had its moments, but it was not the most exciting. It was probably the most punts ever in a Super Bowl. Not sure if that's the record or not. Could have looked that up. Didn't, because I didn't feel like it. But yeah. So what did we learn Sunday? We learned that Von Miller is a beast. He was worth every bit of that number 2 overall pick. He completely controlled the pace of that game. He was the difference maker on either side of the ball, on both teams. He was the reason that I think this game ended up the way it did. That's why he won the MVP, and that's why he's going to be making a boatload of money when his next contract is signed. Peyton Manning did enough not to lose, but he didn't really do anything to win either. He was just kind of there, but it was nice to see him pick up that victory. And, hopefully he'll just see the writing on the wall right off into the sunset, a la John Elway, and enjoy his money and his wealth, his fame, and his Papa John's as a retired NFL quarterback. Do got to give him a big old props for the Budweiser shout-out after the Super Bowl. That man channeled his inner Stone Cold Steve Austin, and so when he gets home, he wasn't going to Disneyland. No, he was going to drink several Budweisers. So crack a Manning-Weiser and give me a hell yeah if you like Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl. But, yeah, that was fun and all, but it is really time for the sheriff to hang up the badge, hang up the boots. And what else did we learn here? C.J. Anderson may have saved his job with that late TD. I don't even know if he's viable as a real number 1 running back going forward, but he punches in a TD in the Super Bowl. Probably buys him at least another year on their roster. Is he going to be that dominant fantasy beast like everyone thought he was going to be? No, he never will be. So anyone who wasted, their top 5 pick on him this year was not pleased with his performance, and I don't think anyone's going to make that mistake again next year. Maybe he'll be a sneaky pick in the 2nd, 3rd round that pans out, but I think Denver will find someone else to take over full-time running duties going forward. And let's see what else. Well, Cam Newton didn't just look human, he looked terrible. And yeah, I mean, that Broncos defense will do that to any quarterback they face. They did it to Tom Brady, they did it to Aaron Rodgers during the season, and they humbled him. They humbled Cam Newton. With that said, I still think that his little, what do you want to call it, a tantrum in the post game there during his exit interview after Super Bowl was kind of shitty. People wanted to at least know what you think. If you want to be the face of this league, you got to stand up there like a man, answer questions, take your fucking hood off your head, and stand there like an adult. But apparently Chris Harris was doing an interview behind him and said some mean things about the way he played. And I didn't like this getting turned into a black or white thing because I'm pretty sure Von Miller was black and beat the black off Cam's stupid ass. So it wasn't about Peyton Manning. It was about Von Miller. It was about Ware. And it was about Cam Newton being a bitch after the game. And if he doesn't like the criticism, then he should have manned up. So that's what that is. We'll see if Cam continues his ascent to the elite realm next season or if he falls back to Cam Newton land. Because I don't know how long they can limp around and having Cam basically take that team on his back with receivers like Cotchery and Philly Brown and Ted Ginn Jr. I know that they got Kelvin Benjamin coming back, but we'll see what he is. He played one season and he was then done for a year, so he might be a rising star. He might be just another guy. And then you got Funchess, so we will see, but I think without addressing the receiver position, I don't see the Panthers being a force going forward. They're good. They'll be your top 5 team in the NFC for sure, but I don't know if they're going to be as dominant as they were this year. I think they caught lightning in a bottle. They rode it as far as they can, and that Denver defense put them out of their misery at the end. So congrats to both teams. Like I said, Peyton, great career. It was a pleasure watching you all these years, but it's time to hang it up, buddy. Cam, man up, grow a set. Don't be such a pussy. So what else is the Super Bowl known for? It's fabulous commercials, and there were a couple winners. I really did enjoy any of the puppy-themed ones because I got a soft spot for my furry canine friends. So my number one commercial of the day was the Heinz with the wiener dogs, the little dachshunds all running through the field wearing their hot dog suits, jumping into giant bottles of condiments hands. That was fun. Liked that one. I did like the Kevin Hart one too. He's a funny dude. Good commercial. Hyundai got their new little features of their car out there, but it could have just been a trailer for a movie. I really wasn't sure. I think it was some sort of like a car tracker bullshit that he was kind of advertising. Kevin Hart's a funny dude though, so good commercial, like that one. And Doritos nailed it with both of theirs. The dogs kind of doing the Little Rascals thing, dressing up in trench coats and hats and trying to buy Doritos. And the baby eating Doritos and kicking the shit out of the mother from the inside and doing that whole thing. That was fun. So I liked them both. Those are my winners. And the losers, fucking Prius commercial was long and just stupid. I don't know. Didn't like it. Toyota, I think, kind of missed the mark on that one. It was just overly long, convoluted, and I don't know, you're trying to make Priuses cool. That's not going to happen. And spending, $10 million at the Super Bowl to advertise your dumb car isn't going to make anyone think it was cool in the first place. So apparently we waste too much water in America, so the NFL, and I'm sure someone in the government there paid for that one, beating us over the head with wasting water. Well, guess what, fuckfaces? You ran Flint, Michigan into the ground, not most of America watching the Super Bowl. So don't tell us how to conserve water and do that kind of shit. How about you get your shit together? And, of course, a PSA about spousal abuse, because everyone out there needs to see that. It's a real upper during the game. It puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? It just sparks good-natured debate amongst friends and family members. Reminds you about why you're all gathered together. Football, beer, food, and beating the fuck out of each other. I don't need a fucking morals lesson from the NFL, so shove that up your ass as well. Garbage. But I think the greatest commercial of the day, again, goes to Peyton Manning. Sorry about that, folks. Where was I? So, the best commercial of the game has to go to the free plug that Budweiser got from Peyton Manning. So, that is my wrap of the commercials. Other than that, what do we think of? Always is the national anthem. That's always a big part of the game. And despite Lady Gaga's weirdness, she actually did a hell of a job. Actually, it was a pretty straightforward, classy version. So I like that. That was good. The halftime show, I did not watch it, but I can tell you this much: it sucked. There was no need to watch it. And of course, you got fucking Beyonce out there with the Black Panther, Black Pride bullshit. So next year, I want a White Pride band out there. Let's have Pantera go out there and do some fun White Pride stuff and see how all our darker skinned friends appreciate that. So Beyonce can eat a bowl of dicks. I don't care. My question is, why were those shitty pop stars even out there when you were in Metallica's backyard and it was Super Bowl 50 and it would have been the greatest goddamn halftime show in the history of the NFL? So, NFL dropped the ball there, and maybe they should stop catering to 14-year-old girls and 13% of the population and give mainstream America what they want on the halftime show, and they won't lose so much viewership. So let's see what we got next year now. So we're moving on to NFL calendar year 16-17. And I'm going to throw out my Super Bowl prediction right now. It's going to be a homer pick. And it's going to be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I want to see a rematch. I like what Roethlisberger's doing over there. Antonio Brown and crew. Great young receiving core. And the Packers with Aaron Rodgers are going to have a chance every year. So right now it is February 9th, 2016, and I'm calling it Green Bay Packers versus Pittsburgh Steelers in Super Bowl 51. And of course, not to be outdone by the game itself, Marshawn Lynch sent out a tweet with about 10 minutes to go in the game. It was simply a pair of cleats hanging from a telephone wire with the peace sign. That was him saying peace out to the NFL. Marshawn Lynch hanging it up after, 9-10 year career. So he's got his ring. He's got enough money. Apparently never spent a dime of his contract money. So he's retiring with at least $50 million in the bank. Good for him. He's kind of a weird dude, but it is what it is. He's not the only big retirement talk going on in the league. Megatron, Calvin Johnson, also is insinuating that he wants to hang it up and not be a member of the Detroit Lions anymore. So we'll see how that pans out. If that's the case, the NFC just got a little bit easier for my Packers when you take Megatron and Beast Mode out of the equation. And of course, Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel, also in the news leading up to the Super Bowl. Apparently got in a little scuffle with his girlfriend inside of his vehicle. Smacked her around a bit, ruptured her eardrum, and then threatened to kill them both by swerving the car off the road. So he is clearly in the best state of mind that he can be in. His father came out and said that the league, the team, someone needs to help him out, or he doesn't think that he's going to make his next birthday. So Johnny's in a world of hurt. And hey, we're going to show these little PSAs to your fans about not smacking around women. Start with your players. Don't preach to us. Clean up your own act. But, yeah, I think that Johnny Football is dunsies in the NFL, at least for a couple years. He's got to take some time off, get his shit straight. But knowing the Browns, they'll leave him on the roster for now till eternity. I mean, Josh Gordon still has technically a job with the Cleveland Browns, so they've also been caught lying to protect Mr. Johnny Football. Apparently in week 17, allegedly Johnny shows up drunk on a Wednesday practice, and they send him home, and then they list him on the official injury report as concussed. So, see, the league's really serious about us not beating women and taking care of the concussion problem. So Johnny Football takes care of all that in one fell swoop and makes it all look like a bunch of shit. So there's your Cleveland Brown update, making a mockery of football and the NFL. Way to go, Cleveland. Stay classy. And last but not least, the gunslinger. If the sheriff just won his Super Bowl and is hanging up his badge and his spurs, we have to talk about the gunslinger. That's right, number 4, Brett Favre, is now officially Hall of Fame quarterback, Super Bowl MVP, 3-time league MVP, Brett Favre. Favre is a first ballot Hall of Famer. It looks like the Packers are going to be getting a July preseason game because, they're not often injured. So give them a 5th preseason game, and they're going to be in the Hall of Fame game as Brett Favre goes into Canton and joins the ranks of the rest of the immortal greats. So congratulations, Brett. You did shape a large portion of my childhood and it was a pleasure watching you. And congrats on going to the hall, man. So that is that. Without further ado, I will let you get into a little bit of Beeritual Enlightenment. All right, howdy. We got a Super Bowl 50 pre-game going on here. It is about 6 o'clock, half an hour or so it'll kick off. In a minute here, I'm going to get everyone on for their predictions of the game. Up until then, I will leave you. All right, so we are live from my buddy Dustin's house. Super Bowl 50 pre-game prediction time. Everyone sitting around having a few beers. This is the first Beeritual Enlightenment. So I'm going to pass the mic around. Everyone's going to give their rundown of the game before kickoff. So starting off, first in your lineup is...
Dustin Carl. Well, Paul and gentlemen, I think tonight's game is going to be a very good game. I'm rooting for Carolina. They're my NFC team. But if this is going to be Peyton Manning's very last game, let the man get a ring. I think it's going to be a close defensive game. I absolutely love Cam Newton. But you know what, though? If the Broncos take it, I'm all for it.
And what are you drinking tonight, sir?
Well, right now I'm drinking a Southern Tier IPA, but I will be...
All right, Dustin, this is Beeritual Enlightenment, where we gain enlightenment through the drinking of beer. So what are you drinking today, sir?
Tonight, sir, I am starting my night out with a Southern Tier IPA, one of my favorite craft brews. And after that, well, hell, I've got plenty of choices here. I'll probably go over to the Saranac S'mores beer.
You're live.
Alright, this is the old man here. I'm just drinking your traditional Bud Light, but I'll tell you what's going to happen in this game. Carolina's going to roll over them like they do everybody, and Panthers are going to jump on them Broncos' backs, rip out their throats, and take them down. That's my prediction.
What's your score prediction, sir?
I'm not sure about the score, but it's going to be a slaughter. Let's just say that.
It's going to be us. All right, rock and roll.
This is Ben Marion from Corfu, New York. I like this game. It's going to be a good defensive matchup. I like Peyton Manning's last hurrah at getting another championship. But against all of that, I believe that Carolina's just too good offensively, defensively. Broncos, to have any chance, they're going to have to have a good run game. Can't cause turnovers. Force Cam Newton to make some terrible decisions. Get some turnovers in their own end. And you got to keep them under 24. I think that's the magic number for Broncos to win today. But saying that, I think Carolina's going to pull it out 24-20. I'm drinking Labatt Blue over here at my friend Dustin Carl's house. But I think it's going to be a good game. The pass rush needs to get to Cam Newton, force him to make bad decisions. Got to get that run game going if you're Denver. If not, it's going to be a long day for Denver, I believe. But so 24-20 is my prediction. Carolina over Denver.
What's up, kiddies? Paulie Z back with you, and you got some pre-game predictions from my buddies here at Dustin's house, where we are watching Super Bowl 50, the golden anniversary of said game. What I got for you here is I'm thinking that it's going to be a Carolina victory. It's going to be close, 31-27. Cam Newton will be your MVP. Though, I will not be surprised if Peyton Manning rolls out of this game with the trophy and walks off into the sunset like John Elway. With that said, I am drinking right now a smoked maple ale growler from Consumers. Not sure the make and model on that one there, folks. But I'm also going to be doing the Guinness Nitro IPA, and we're going to have a good old time. We're going to hit you back at halftime with additional information. All right, man, and we got Dustin wanting to hop back on the mic here. So we got a hot mic getting handed over to Dustin Carl, and it's going to be up to him as to what is said.
All right, well, Paul, honestly, like I said before, I think that it's going to be a close game opening up. Both teams are so good defensively. But I just think that the Carolina offense of Cam Newton is just going to be able to sail right over the Denver Broncos. I think Denver is going to keep it very, very close. As I mentioned, I think it's going to be a very close game to the half. After the half, I think, honest opinion, Cam Newton's just going to open it right up, throw it to Greg Olsen, whoever it might be, and Carolina is going to seal the deal.
And we all know what's really important here, folks. So, Deadpool trailer during the game. So let's all be checking out Wade Wilson slashing up foes with the katanas. That's what we're looking for. All right, bye.
Hey, it's Emily Zika. I think the Broncos are going to win. And most of the beginning of our Super Bowl night had been about sex toy parties. Oh, well, I'm giving you the thumbs up so you can stop recording it.
All right, wife. So this is Paulie Z's infamous wife, the proprietor of Emily's A to Z Crafts, and she just cracked a beverage. Emily, what are you drinking?
It is a Seagram's Escape Jamaica Me Happy.
All right, now, other than the football, what are you looking forward to tonight? Are you going to sit down on the couch and watch the game intently, or is there other things you're looking for?
I do love a good football game, but I'm looking forward to the commercials, and we got a shit ton of food.
And Deadpool. That's right. Everyone wants to see the Deadpool trailer. So, signing off for a moment here, and we will be back the next time someone wants to chat.
Hey everyone, this is Crystal Andretti. Game day predictions? I don't really know. But I like the dude from The Blind Side. The Or dude. He's pretty sweet. Not drinking tonight. Having some sody pop and some pizza. But Lady Gaga, give me the queen.
Damn it! Hi, this is Valerie Stanek. I am enjoying the Super Bowl party tonight. I am drinking some water and maybe some sparkling water, kind of keeping it pretty chill. I'm looking forward to the game and the Panthers winning and Lady Gaga, who is just about to be on and I don't want to miss. But I'm looking forward to my nap during halftime because that's going to be a snooze fest. And I'm looking forward to the commercials that are going to be awesome. Go
So that is your pregame roundup, folks. We have a pretty good crew here, and we'll be getting you back at halftime unless something monstrous happens during the game and we got to cut back into it. Otherwise, enjoy the game, and we'll hit you back at halftime. This is Beeritual Enlightenment with Paulie Z. First big play of the game, we got a strip sack by Andre Ware and Von Miller, and apparently there's talk of double-ended dongs going on in the room, folks. We will get you what this is all about in a few minutes. We are about 5 minutes to halftime. Denver leads 13-7 in a strangely defensive battle and no offense really on the other side. Huge punt return right now in the first half is the difference. But it's been a pretty boring game and the commercials have been pretty lackluster. Thankfully, we're about to turn things around here and open up a Saranac S'mores Porter. So we're going to get Beeritually enlightened here, and we're going to get back to you at halftime. So peace out, folks. And we are at halftime of Super Bowl 50. Panthers 7, Broncos 13, in a largely forgettable first half of football. Here is Dustin K on his thoughts.
Both teams are very, very sloppy. They just don't look like themselves. The defense, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. But Broncos defense, hey, looks great. Not too shabby. Panthers defense, good old Mr. 94 there. I forget his name, sorry. I am a Carolina fan. No, not Johnson. He had some like weird short name. Anyhow,
Blackie McGee.
kudos to that guy, Blackie McGee, we'll call him. Blackie McGee with the interception. That motherfucker must have like played soccer or some shit, man. You know, all bouncing the ball up off of his fucking ankle. So yeah, that was pretty cool. It's an interesting game, but you know what though? I believe that after this half, both teams are just gonna come out and absolutely gonna be total change of pace of how they've been playing the game. That's really what I believe. We still have some pizza here. We got chicken wing dip. Puff is laughing his ass off, licking his fingers, full of barbecue sauce. Got some wings. We got some dip. We got some beer, some chips. You know, it's a good old time. It's a gay old time.
Always gay, buddy. We're talking about cock rings and things when there's supposed to be football going on, and we got some.
Hey, I'm not gay as in happy, like the old term of gay. Okay?
It's the old time gay, as in he likes some gray haired.
None of us are gay here. Hey, you know what? The gray show is with
Yeah, man, buddy.
To defend it just proves our point.
It proves the point that the Guinness Nitro IPAs are flowing smooth. Everyone's drinking, having a good time. Halftime at the Super Bowl, I don't know, there's like Coldplay and the fucking Backstreet Fags or something singing Barney Dinosaur songs. We're not going to watch it. We're going to go out and smoke like men, and we're going to be back here at some point in time to tell you about how the game ended. Peace.
So this weather is just insane. I mean, it's Super Bowl 50. February what, Paul? February what? The 7th, right?
February 7th.
And it was fucking 50 degrees out today. It's about 40 degrees out right now. We have my goddamn windows open in my living room right now. It is just crazy. Swept up the porch a little bit, you know, got a little bit ready for the Super Bowl night, hosting this party. Cleaned up the backyard. I'm looking very, very forward to having some bonfires this year.
In March, baby.
Oh, excuse me.
Fires in March.
Fires in March. You heard it first.
Global warming, we love it.
Hey man, this is going to likely be my last summer in Akron. Me and the future wife to be are looking in the Harrisville Bowmansville area, you know, somewhere around the Worley Drive near Transit Road area. So I'll be gone one
We'll
day.
give his address out, don't worry, folks.
Don't worry.
Knock on his door.
I will still be on this podcast show. Podcast.
Casting pods.
Casting pods. Casting pods. Go Panthers.
All right, man. So yeah, it's still halftime. We had a smoke break. We're cracking more beers, and the show is, I don't know what the fuck. Those like brightly colored flowers, and it's just ugh. Tell me, folks, if you could have James Hetfield and Metallica playing in San Francisco right now, would you not be tuning into that shit? You would.
That would be amazing.
But instead, we get Coldplay and what, Beyonce? I don't even know. I don't care. We're not watching it. It's garbage. So we're here cracking beers, smoking cigars, and talking to you. We got the second half coming up, and well, my prediction is that the Broncos are gonna stay in control here. They're gonna lock shit down. If Cam Newton does not get outside the pocket and make some plays with his legs, this game is over. What do you say, sir?
Well, it's hard to say. All I know is I predict that both teams are going to be a total 360 of what they were in the first half. I might see some points starting to rack up. I think the Broncos defense is going to continue to just dominate. I think Cam, yes, is going to use his legs a little bit more.
Well, if he doesn't, the game's over, I think, right?
I would say so. And what the fuck? I mean, who was the wide receiver on...
Godfrey?
No, I'm sorry, it was run play. Carolina's defense looked absolutely terrible against C.J. Anderson, who, I'm sorry, but the guy probably had his best run of the year right there. And this is the Carolina defense. I mean, that's insane. If they're going to play like that, then they might as well kiss the game away, and Broncos are going to stay ahead. But I think it's going to be an interesting second half. I really do. I think a lot more points are going to be scored. What I predict is going to be the final outcome is yet to be determined. Maybe by the end of the third, if any of you fucking American civilians out there care to listen to my predictions, well, maybe I fucking will have one for you. So maybe you just should stay tuned.
Either way, man, tune in to the rest of the pod. I still think that we're going to have the sheriff, Peyton Manning, walking off the field a la Elway, championship in tow, and riding off into the sunset on his pony to retire from the game of professional football. But we're going to get back to you in another quarter or so. We're going to hit you up before the final and let you know how things are going. And also, on a side note, none of us have won money on the football pools. So you can eat my dick on that if you win money. And we will talk to you as the second half commences. Eat a dick. All right, well, we're still here at halftime with the lovely Emily Z with a meatball on a stick. And she's going to give you her thoughts on the first half and the halftime show. It's podcast gold, folks. You can't even pay for shit that good, and this is free. But we're going to give her one more chance. Emily, what is your thoughts on the first half?
I wasn't paying attention.
She wasn't paying attention. It was all cock rings and meatballs from this lady's wife and her mind. So, while she wasn't Snapchatting pictures of cheese, she was thinking about vibrating dongs and eating meaty treats. So let that sit with you as we sign off and get ready for the third quarter. One more little update here before the third quarter. I just farted horribly. I am enjoying Guinness Nitro IPAs and Black and Mild red wine cigars as the night progresses. The crew in general is laughing hysterically at clown-painted black women. I'm not really sure.
Missy Elliott and a Dan Marino and Alec Baldwin commercial. Come on.
All right, so it was Missy Elliott and the guy from Ace Ventura putting on some sort of clown show. I'm not really sure. But in general, the Super Bowl party has been pretty fun so far. Hope your Super Bowl party's going good as halftime wraps up and you're ready for some NFL action in the second half. I'm looking for Cam Newton to get outside the pocket and make some plays with his legs. If he doesn't, this game's over. Peyton's just got to stay alive. They're going to keep working the run game and pounding shit out. And yeah, man, hope you're all rocking and rolling in your own part of the woods. We'll see you in a few.
Question of the fucking night. What does Aaron Rodgers say? Is it 319, 319 hot? Is it green 19, green 19 hot? Or is it green 18, green 18 hot? What the fuck is it? If someone wants to elaborate, call me right now. Call Paul right now. Phone in right the fuck now and speak your opinion on it because we're all fucking confused on what he says.
Retarded, but you guys know that already. Oh yeah, it's on record. Just stand there and laugh, it's fine.
So how about that halftime show?
It's questionable.
I lost about half an hour of my life. I don't think I'll ever get that back.
Every time I hear a Coldplay song, a baby dies. It's not right. We need to end this monstrosity.
I knew I shouldn't have thrown out that acid package from the NFL.
It got really intense in there. My husband is fighting with Dustin about what Aaron Rodgers says when he calls plays. I think it's really loud and obnoxious, but he doesn't believe us.
I guess Dustin and Val went to school with J.C. Treader. It's a big thing. He was a dick, apparently, but only to guys. But what? Why would you be a dick if you're in the NFL? Oh, yeah, because you're a douchebag that gets paid to do nothing.
Any thoughts on that, Val?
He does things.
He does very unmentionable things to my
To some women's pants, he might do some unmentionable things.
He's not that good looking.
He was very good looking in high school.
Something happened. He got hit too many times.
No, he got beefy. He beefed up.
He needs to beef down.
Not to be confused, but just beefing in general. Like, just stop beefing. Stop the beef on beef violence.
So I guess JC Treader, you need to stop beefing. A lot of females don't like it. Too beefy. Stop hitting the weights. Maybe hit up some cocaine. That's what all, these famous people do. Like, you could be friends with Johnny Manziel. He's a great role model. I mean, aside from the rehab.
Maybe the
and
dog killer?
the who?
The dog fighter.
Oh, Michael Vick?
Michael Vick.
He looks like a Ninja Turtle. Okay, can we talk about Michael Vick? And he looks like no, not a Ninja Turtle. They're Ninja Turtles are too good.
They're attractive.
He looks like a dinosaur. Okay.
Whoa.
Like dinosaurs from the TV show Dinosaur? Like Earl Sinclair?
Earl Sinclair
Like,
was sexy for a dinosaur.
He looks like a derpy dinosaur. That would be like. He would be rogue. Like, he'd be like that one raptor kind of falling behind, Waddling around.
Too bad this isn't on video. That's it, we're out.
Hey, kitty, so I have no idea what just got recorded in front of me. The women folk got in here and did their own halftime/third quarter show. There's lots of yelling going on behind me right now, so I'm assuming either Cam Newton or Peyton Manning did something positive and or negative. Either way, I'm 4 Guinness Nitro IPAs and have a growler in, and it's fun. We're all having a good old time, and the game is about what I expected. If you wanted Peyton Manning to walk off as the champion. The gambling side of me put a lot of money. Not a lot of money, but why am I lying? I put dollars, tens of dollars, on some cards on Carolina running shit. So we can flush it on the scores. Flush it on the turlet right there. It didn't pan out, but we still got squares. We can hit a third. We can hit a fourth. Some money getting made, maybe. If not, who gives a shit? We got good times, good friends, beers, pizzas, and chicken wings. And we're all rocking and rolling. There's still like weird double entendres and triple entendres with the women folk. Something about cock rings and dildos are still getting tossed around, so we're going to try to clarify that for everyone if we can at a later point in time. But right now, I'm going to get back to the third quarter where Denver still leads, and I'm going to pour another beer. So another Guinness Nitro IPA is going to go into my pint glass. I'm going to drink it. I'm going to enjoy it, and we're going to come back to you with some, maybe some sort of football-related news. Otherwise, you're going to get our drunken shenanigans at the end of the game. So, throw it. We're hearing throw it yelled loudly from the fan base here at Podcast 2 Studios in Akron. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go find out and drink another beer. Until then, peace.
If you drink and drive, you are a worthless prick. You are a worthless prick.
All right, here we are, 10:26 Eastern Time. Super Bowl 50 is in the books. Peyton Manning gets his last ring. And we got a final. I don't even remember the final. Not going to lie. Peyton Manning wins by more than a touchdown. Peyton really didn't have a whole hell of a lot to do with this game.
Peyton sucks dick.
Apparently Peyton sucks dicks. Multiple dicks Peyton sucked during the game is what we're learning right now. But Von Miller and DeMarco Ware, they sucked Cam Newton's dick. Sucked it.
Budweiser.
Von Miller's a god.
That's right.
Von Miller is a god for right now. He's our pick for MVP. Will he be? We don't know. But the game is over. Denver is your champion. Peyton Manning, will he ever play again? We don't know. We don't think so. But here we go. Dustin on some final thoughts.
You know what? I have a feeling Peyton Manning, this is not his last game. I think he's going to pull a Brett Favre and basically when he should retire and call quits, he's not gonna. He's gonna just keep playing. He could. I could see him going to somewhere like St. Louis. Well, okay, L.A. Rams. I'm sorry. Nick Foles sucks dick, and they could use a good veteran quarterback. Hey, buddy, thanks for coming, man.
No problem.
But yes, I'm voting Von Miller for MVP. We will see what happens. But that game shows defense wins championships, and those Carolina Panthers, like my buddy Ben said earlier, they got too cocky. They lost one game all season long, got too cocky and full of themselves, and that Denver defense just has been dominating all year long. They fucked them. They fucking fucked them.
So there we go. Cam Newton dabs your mom, but he can't dab a Super Bowl victory. And it's all over, man. There was beers drank, pizza ate, and the game is over. Football is done.
No cock sucked.
There was no cock sucked
That we know of.
that we know of during this recording. If there was, it was under the radar cocksuckery. But what we do know is that Peyton Manning gets one more ring. Carolina gets to go back home, and I don't even know if they can win the division next year, but they're going to give it a try. And otherwise, you're not going to hear us talk football until probably the next podcast, because fantasy football never dies. So, peace out until then. We're going to wrap this. I'm going to go to bed and go to work in the morning, and rock on. Big Ass Podcast is going to be recording on Tuesday in addition to this shenanigans you just heard tonight. So, fuck yeah, dudes. Beeritual Enlightenment in the books tonight. Super Bowl 50 is done. Peace the fuck out. Go Broncos. Well, there you have it, folks. The first Beeritual Enlightenment is in the books. So, hopefully you enjoyed that. I will assure you that in the future it won't be quite as broken up, choppy, and discombobulated, because we won't be recording in between watching the biggest sporting event of the year. So, hope you dug that. Had a lot of friends on there, and they all said what they had to say at the moment. Hopefully you found it entertaining. Before I leave you, I'm going to do a couple quick reads. First and foremost, I want you to go check out my wife's little business, Emily's A to Z Crafts. So we're getting up on it. I don't think it's going to be in time for Valentine's Day anymore, but you can still get at her for anything you want done for St. Pat's Day, for Easter, for just the fun of it. You want some chocolates, some cupcakes, some cookies. You see it on Pinterest and you can't do it. She can. Crochet, sewing, baking, cooking, whatever it might be, she will take care of it for you. So that is Emily's A to Z Crafts on Facebook. Let her know that I sent you over there, and I appreciate it. And then we got Josh and Candy of Happy Guru Skincare. Happy Guru Loves Me is a company that provides all-natural, chemical-free skincare products. HappyGuruLovesMe.com for more information. And last but not least, the Tattoo Den, run by our man Dennis K. Transit Road in Elma. We will be there this Saturday getting a little ink done, so I will give you a wrap-up of how he did for us, but I can assure you I will not be disappointed. He does great work, so if you're looking to get a little ink therapy, look up Tattoo Den on Facebook. Tell him Paulie Z sent you. I'd appreciate it, folks. So that is it for this week. Stay happy, healthy, horny, and whatever other horse shit in here. Just stay alive. Tune in next week. Get infected with the Zika virus. Fuck off, and peace. I'm out.
What's up, Sewanee? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Average Joe's recording artist, Code 4.
Swanee Jam, what's happening, y'all? We about to back it on up in the parking lot. We got the beer on ice and the grill is hot. On your mark, get set, baby, ready or not, we gonna get some. We got ribs and things, chicken and baked beans, plates and styrofoam, we came to get it on. Daylight, the dark, wherever we all park, just get some. Cause everybody wants some tailgate. If you came here to party with baby, don't worry if you can't wait. We about to get started, so you better hurry up for it's too late. Come on, hon, this is gonna be fun. Let the pickup run. Sit your buns on my tailgate. I seen a little hot tub that would fit by 10 in the back of a jacked up Chevy ST. Built a bonfire 30 foot in the air. Heard 40,000 folks screaming, hell yeah! We got the easy up and the long chairs down. Long-legged girls all walking around. Daisy Dukes on and red lipstick. Suntan lotion rub and I'm loving this tailgate. If you came here to party with baby, don't worry if you can't wait. We about to get started, so you better hurry up, though it's too late. Come on, hon, this is gonna be fun. Let the pickup run and sit your bums in my tailgate. Y'all feeling all right out there? How about y'all in the back? Good Lord, this is how it's supposed to be. A rockin' tailgate party with friends and family. We got Jim, Jack, Johnny, even Jose. All my rowdy friends all ready to play. Might get a little loud, we don't hurt no one. This is just our way of trying to have some fun. Rednecks and thugs, freak geeks and bums, we got it going on. Y'all all is welcome to tailgate. If you came here to party with baby, don't worry if you can't wait. We about to get started, so you better hurry up, though it's too late. Come on, hon, this is gonna be fun. Let the pickup run and sit your ass on my tailgate. This ain't nothing but a big tailgate party right here, y'all.